and welcome back to another brand new episode of This Week in Disney History. It is Halloween week here. We have a couple spooky things that are happening this week in Disney history. All right, so we're going to start off, I think we left off October 21st. So October 25th, 1971, 3 weeks after opening day of the Magic Kingdom at the Walt Disney World, we have our official dedication ceremony for the Magic Kingdom. Roy O. Disney, Walt's brother, is in attendance to help dedicate the Magic Kingdom. Also on this date, 2007, October 25th, 2007, the brand new logo for Disney's Hollywood Studios is unveiled. They announced the name change to Disney Hollywood Studios, but now this was the logo change, and it would officially, while this is still October, the name change wouldn't go into effect until January of 2008. So, I don't know if you're like me, but I still call it MGM Studios to this very day. In fact, I called it MGM Studios today. I mean, I did like right now, but 2010, October 25th, 2010, for you Disney character buffs out there, the very first articulated head at Disneyland makes its debut in the Disney Dance Party at Disney's California Adventure. I would show you my moves, but that would probably be the scariest thing you see all week, and it's Halloween. So moving on to October 26th, 1986, Donald Duck is seen for the very first time, makes his debut in the People's Republic of China. Finally, after 1986, he made his debut. I don't want to do the math, but yes, after many years, Donald Duck is finally seen in China. So next year they're finally going to see Goofy, and 2032 they get Daisy Duck. Please don't do anything to my internet, China. 1997. So, 3 years after the Tower of Terror debuts at MGM Studios, there's a movie. They made a movie with Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst. Have you guys seen this movie? You know, it's not the best. Maybe they could redo the Tower of Terror movie, but yes, October 26, 1997. Check it out. I think it has to be streaming somewhere for free. They're not going to make you pay for that. 2009. So this date, 2009. Tiana's Showboat Jubilee. Right? Is that right? Yes. Tiana's Showboat Jubilee makes its debut at the Magic Kingdom on the Liberty boats. It was very cool to see Tiana and Naveen and Lewis be out there on his trumpet. Okay, maybe that was the scariest thing you'll see all week. Maybe this might be a great time with the social distancing aspect and characters having to be so far away. This would be a great time to bring back Tiana's Showboat Jubilee. You heard it here first. That's all. October 27th. Let's see. October 27th, 1954. He's had many successful television shows, but it all started right here. Walt Disney's very first television series debuts on this date in 1954. This one was titled Disneyland, and this series would actually showcase upcoming attractions, animatronics, cool little doodads that you would find at Disneyland when it opened up in 1955. And then this date, 1966, Walt again with the television. This is the date that he actually filmed the Florida Project video. You know, the one with the big Epcot map and the Disney World map. So this was where he laid out his plans for the Florida project for Walt Disney World and the experimental prototype community of tomorrow, the Epcot. I did that in one take. Also on this date, where are we at? October 27th, 2007, for the 13th anniversary of the Tower of Terror at MGM Studios. Not quite yet, as we learned earlier, not quite yet, Hollywood Studios. For the 13th anniversary of the Tower of Terror, Run Disney produces a 13K run that would end at the Tower of Terror. This would then lead into Tower of Terror 10-mile runs, which were amazing. They were at night. They had villains out there doing meet and greets along the course. If there is one race that I would love to bring back, that would be the Tower of Terror 10-miler. I mean, well, at this point, I would love to bring back any Run Disney race, so I don't have to run around my neighborhood for 26 miles to get a medal. Say it's a Disney run. Kind of jaded at this point, as you guys can tell. So we're going to move on to October 28th, 2001. Monsters, Inc. makes its world premiere at the El Capitan Theater. Let's see, John Goodman, Billy Crystal, and my good friend Mary Gibbs, who voiced Boo. So I'm friends with Boo. Big deal. Nobody cares. I'm just gonna text her. So every time I close that drawer. So Monsters Inc. makes its debut at the El Capitan Theater this day in Disney history. Moving on to October 29th, 1993. There's a spiffy jacket. We talked about Nightmare Before Christmas having its world premiere on October 13th, but on this date, October 29th, I think that's the date we're on, October 29th, 1993, Nightmare Before Christmas finally makes its debut, its release in theaters in the United States. So it's been, what is this now, 27 years? 27 years Nightmare Before Christmas has been going strong. So do you guys, okay, so, I did ask. I put out a poll that asked if it was a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. Some of you guys said both. That wasn't an option. But Halloween movie won my online Twitter poll. Maybe I'll put it up again. Maybe I'll get a different answer this time. But for the sake of right now, you Twitter followers think that Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie. I'm going to have to agree. Also, speaking of world premieres in movies, Wreck-It Ralph made its world premiere on this date in 2012. I absolutely love Wreck-It Ralph. It's still going strong today. There was just a sequel, the Sugar Rush dancers in parades at the Walt Disney World. They're even doing the cavalcade. That's the word. Cavalcades at Magic Kingdom. Not right now, but maybe. I mean, depends on when you're watching this. Moving on to October 30th. We're almost done with this week, but not quite yet. Halloween Eve, October 30th, 1929. Silly Symphonies puts out their fourth movie titled Hell's Bells, which the soundtrack done by AC/DC. Oh. I'm being told it wasn't done by AC/DC at all. Just 3 years ahead of their time. So this is awkward now. 2005, again, movies at the El Capitan Theater. This one, 2005, Chicken Little makes its debut, makes its world premiere at the El Capitan Theater. I absolutely love the Chicken Little characters. Abby Mallard, Chicken Little. The sky is falling. Hopefully not, so that way we can hurry up and finish this video. I know it's torture, isn't it? So one last thing on this date. It's a small one. The Walt Disney World Company announces a $4 billion purchase of Lucasfilms. That's right, the Star Wars family, while they had a working relationship with George Lucas and Lucasfilms for many years, finally part of the Disney community. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, they're gonna ruin it. I don't think that they ruined it. But also on this date, same day that they announced the buyout, they also announced, this was 2012, that episode 7 would be released in 2015. So they made the purchase and the new movie announcement on the very same day. Maybe I'll put out a poll on this one. Do you think the Star Wars franchise has become better or worse since the Disney buyout? And then finally, here we are, Halloween Day, 1939. So October 31st, 1939 is the fictional date of the lightning strike at the Tower of Terror. So when you're writing and you see the lightning strike, and then the twilight, yes, October 31st, 1939 was that date. Now, I bet, see, now you have stupid, useless trivia. And then finally, since, yes, it is Halloween 1995, Halloween night 1995, the very first Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. In 1995 and 1996, there were only one Not So Scary Halloween Party per year. And then there were 2, and then 3, and now there's 42 nights of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party last year. Man, I really miss Mickey's Not So Scary. There's a lot of things, but Mickey's Not So Scary is definitely at the top of the list of one of the things I miss the most at the Walt Disney World. So that will do it for this week in Disney history. Thank you so much for joining me. I know you have a lot of other things to watch on the internet. There's at least 14 other videos that you could be watching at this time. So thank you for spending your time and watching me. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, follow, like, share, please. Share it to share. And so, anyways, thanks for hanging out with me this week, and we'll see you next week for this week in Disney history.